Okay, I think we're good. Yep. Good shareable links. There we go. Okay, let's see, what am I working on right now? I think the lighting's kind of goofed up. I need better light here. This is better. Alright, so I've got parts I need to sand, parts I need to cut. This one's gonna be cut. Sand, cut, cut, cut. I really don't need to sand these. Those are good. Those are good. Probably sand this. I don't know if I need to sand any of this either. Maybe right there. Yeah, that. Sand. I don't know where I'm gonna be able to do this. This is gonna go in the hidden in the thing anyway. These are like perfect. I don't even need to do anything with those. So those go over there. This is perfect. That's gonna go there. I don't know where my super glue went, because I was gonna start super gluing this together. No, I don't see it. Anyway, it's that. These things are darn near perfect. I probably should give them a light sand. And I've got a polishing stick, 2 different types of sanding sticks. One's 100 grain, the other's a 400, I guess. These seem really fine. Kind of polishing sticks here, so let's do the cut first on this. Because what I found out yesterday is that this is really supposed to sit flat, flush in it. There's not supposed to be this gap here from the design. And I think it's this little bit right there that's causing it to not go in. So I'm gonna sand around the edge here, cut this little flangey bit off, sand it again, and we'll see how it fits. Although I do kind of like it this way, with that gap. It gives it a little bit more character, I guess, is what you would say. Oops. Well, that came off really easily. And flew right in my face. Oh, this one will probably be the same. Okay, this one's not gonna be as nice, I think. There we go. Alright, let's take this and start sanding, I guess. Do that on this side too, and then I'll do a test fit. Okay. Problem is if I test fit this and it goes in tight as I expect it to, I may not be able to get back out again. See, it's supposed to go in like flush like that, but I have a feeling it's gonna go right on there and I'm gonna struggle to get it out. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to sand a bit more. I have a file set somewhere that I may need to file on the inside of this to make it a little bit loose. Actually, a file set would be perfect on this part too. It's a little bit more, this is pretty soft and squishy and bendable, so it's a little more. Alright. Let's see if I can find my files. Is it gonna fit through there? Not quite. Let's try the flat one. Yeah, the flat one fits in there. Okay, that's good. Let's do a sand this way here, like this. Okay. On the other side, this seems to be taking a lot more off than that polishing stick. Alright, let's take some more off. I don't know if I can get that part there is the problem, I think. Yeah, there's some on this side, so. I'm trying to hit all four corners here in this opening and get an even sand as possible on both sides. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's that. Let me see if I can get it to fit this way around so I can at least pull it off. Kind of. Let's do some more sanding, I think. Let's try it from this side this time. So I imagine this will have some kind of nicks and dings and carbon scoring once it's all said and done. Once I've put it in its place. I'm trying to decide if I want to make the ST look like it's been blown up or obviously battle damaged, even though it's just come fresh out of a drop pod. I mean, the model isn't the best either. It's kind of not accurate at all. But this is a learning experience for me. I haven't done one of these things in I don't know how long. A diorama in ages. I haven't done a diorama ever, I think. But more so put together a model kit, let alone painted anything. Just giving it all a quick file around here, and this is a lot better at removing the plastic, you can tell already, than that polishing stone. And this doesn't have to be pretty because this was supposed to be glued together. I'm actually not going to glue it together because I want to be able to like drop it in and take it out if I need to. Still tight. Oh, there we go, there's that. That's in. Yeah, it's something here. But that is screwed up for me. That is screwed up. That's gonna have to change in the model. What have I done? Let's see. Okay. Take a look here. Turn all that hat, strike one, body top, strut left, base. Struts I want, the base I want on. Landing base. Main body. Okay. Inspect. What do I want here? I want section analysis. Okay, 35. I need like 33. Oh, 34. 35. 6. 37. Oh, jeez. Come on, buttons. Probably the other way would be better. Okay, so yeah, that's not right. Landing base, right strut. Okay, that's a definite design flaw there. Okay. So, what can I do with that? Landing base. Click OK. That's section sets. Turn that off. So I guess it needs to come down. I think this needs to come down. Extrude that down. Like a millimeter, 2 millimeters, like, I don't know. Take the base part off. Yeah, that might be better. Alright, well, I'll fiddle with that in a little bit. Well, shoot. Alright, I guess the question next is, what am I going to do to fix this? Pop this out again. I'm gonna cut the strut thing off on here. If I can even get this out, which is exactly what there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna cut and slice this out. Slice this out. It's not gonna register very well, but hopefully the landing gear will put it all back in place, because as you can see, the landing gear kind of make its own registration marks, and it's supposed to fit within these grooves like that there. So I probably don't even need these post markers on this. This is just going to be kind of tricky and messy to do. So let's see what I can do here. I can score it at each corner. And I do have this here. Maybe this will help if I can just take my hobby knife and score along here. Now I have a hot knife version of this, but I'm sure that'll just like melt ridiculously, and I can't find it right now because everything's still packed away from the move. Okay, there's that. Let's see if I can kind of snap. Can I snap it? I can't really snap it, but I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna cut in half vertically. There we go. Ooh, look at that. Kind of snap right there. Perfect. And this one. Yep. Okay, there we go. Alright, that's that. Okay, and then we're gonna do the same thing with this guy. I'm gonna cut the corner. Cut the corner. And then score it a couple times. And cut down the middle. Okay, let's cut the middle, see what happens. That's not going as nicely. Not as nice of a cut. There we go, that's a bit better, but there. Okay, there's that. And that. Alright, let's sand that sucker. Okay, this is going to take quite a bit of sanding. By just doing this, let me see if I can cut more of it away. I can cut more of it away, I don't know. But if I ran this under water, hot water, get it a little bit softer and easier for me to slice it away. To be honest, I really don't need to slice too much of it away. Let's just cut. Let's try cutting it with the cutters a little flatter. Yeah, that might work actually. There we go. Alright, that's a bit tough. So I'm just trying to cut this part off here. A little bit more flush with the level of plastic. Oh. There we go. Okay. Pull this off. Okay, there we go. Let's see if I can sand it a bit. Okay. I think I want to sand this edge here. Probably do like 2 passes on this and see what happens. There we go. Alright, see, it's not lined up there, so I gotta line it up. Otherwise the legs won't fit. And in fact, I probably need to put the legs in first, then put this on. Maybe I do need registration marks here and here. Alright, let's put the leg in place here, and that'll at least help us align it. Yeah, look at that. Like it is gonna be really tight to get it in there. Alright. More sanding on that. Let's switch over to the legs real quick. Make sure those are cleaned up. I had to take. Okay, so I want to sand. Looks like I want to sand right there. Everything else looks fine. There we go. Can't. Alright, that's sanded. Do the same thing with all 3 of the legs. I mean, it's going to be hidden and dark under there anyway, so that's fine. Okay. Back to sanding the disc. Alright, let's try this again. I've sanded around here a couple times now. It should go in a little smoother. One side's going in smoother. Where's that. Okay, there's there. Yep, okay, that's popped in now, and I'm probably not going to be able to get that out. It needs a couple more sands, I think. Yeah, because it's not in there right. How am I going to get this out? I'm at the, on the design, push this in a 1/4 of a millimeter, something like that, 4/10 of a millimeter, a little bit easier to slide in and out. part is nice and easy. Be able to sand it like this. Just keep spinning it around and around in a circle.
This young man fixing up stuff there in Watto's shop. And the Jedi checked out his medical account and said, "Boy, let me tell you what. I guess you didn't know it, but you could be a Jedi too. And if you'll care to take a dare, well, I reckon I'll train you. Now, you built a pretty fast pod there, boy, and I know that much is true. But I think you might be the chosen one because the Force is strong with you." The boy says, "My name's Annie, and I'm
there we go.
win. So
Alright, let's see how this goes. Okay, still kind of stuck on one side. Why is it stuck? I don't understand it. It's like one side is good, then the other side is not so much. And then there's a gap too. So one of these sides needs more sanding. It's gonna take forever. I can't get it out now. Where did my lid for this go? Oh, right in front of me.
You got a big head start, your little go-kart. Let me show you how it's done. Skywalker's coming, run, boys, run. You ain't gonna stop till the race is done. Little flyboy putting on a show. And when the race now go, child, go.
There we go. Alright, I guess it's gonna be more sanding.
That's the bubble bowed his head because he knew he'd been beat. He lay there in that canyon and hung his head down and
Let's try something different. That's kind of annoying me right now. Let's go to the curve side of this. That needs to be sanded here on this guy a little bit. Next side. Where do I got enough sand on this? I don't think I got a really, well, maybe that bit there. I feel like everything looks pretty good, and you know, most of the blemishy marks and that kind of thing I can hide with weathering or something. It shouldn't be too difficult, like dirt blobs and stuff like that. So give this a go over with the sanding stick because it is a bit on the rough side, and this is the inside interior, so it might be something that might end up seeing. I'll go over this with the 400, and then I'll take the 100 sand stick and do that with it. Okay, let's see. It's a little smoother, and a lot smoother than that for sure. I may end up priming some of these parts separately. So that I can kind of get rid of some of the texturing and that kind of stuff. Okay, there's that. Where's the 100? There's the polishing one. Should make it smoother. Yeah, that feels reasonably smooth, like I can't really feel any imperfections. Okay. There we go. Okay, what's that? Alright, that's sanded now. Alright. Little particles of plastic dust. I'm going to vacuum this. This feels rough still. Alright, let's get back to this. Can I do this? Will this work? Yeah, sort of. This is my, yeah, okay. There's that. Let's do this one all the way around, like so. I may actually do this with the regular file because the file on the edges has some ability to sand that stuff away too. So if I file like this, just trickier, but it'll should file in words that way and give me. This is what I need to do this way, actually. Seems a bit easier, but it's kind of awkward against the table edge. Yeah, I'll have to modify this so it's not as much sanding on whoever's putting it together. Probably modify this one actually. It'd be easier than this because things stick into this register into this, and right now they're almost perfect. Not a whole lot of sanding you have to do. Alright, let's see how this fits in again. There's that. It's still tight. What the heck? Alright. It's not going in as easily as it did earlier. Oh, you know what? It could be this. Let's do that. Sand this down here then as well, I guess. Give that a couple passes. I'll be dropping the stream soon. It's about an hour. Okay, that'll cover everything that I wanted to get done right now. Just figuring out how to put this all together. Alright, that clips in. Clips in for me. Not too difficult to pop back out. Yeah, that's a bit easier to use a tool or something maybe. Alright. So let's put the legs in. Okay, the legs are in. Here, like in there. Okay, I guess you don't really need to have the legs in. They'll just go in there like so. And they're kind of in there. Oh, that's the bottom. It's fine. This is all going to be like brown and blackish carbon scored anyway. Alright, there's the base of the drop pod. So the next thing for me to do is it this way around? Can't remember which one's the top, which one's the bottom. I think this is the bottom. I think there's one's longer than the other. The gap at the end here. The longer one's at the bottom. Because it looks flush. Alright, so let's sand this next. Give it a quick once over. Allow it to slip into the struts a little better. Okay. So when I make this, when I finally finalize the whole design and everything, I'm gonna scale up the parts to Legion scale, and you'll get both scales in there. I also want to check, because we have the new Bandai at ST model. I may actually go and get that from the hobby shop as well, and see how big that is size wise in terms. Yeah, perfect. In terms of each. Oh, the leg fell out again. Okay, that's fine. This is just a test fit anyway. I'm trying to figure out like how I want the drop pod to look. I'm like sideways like this with this thing crawling out. Let's see here if I can hold it better. This is all glued together now, so it's a bit more sturdy. Like this kind of turned. I don't know. Or maybe like this, like it's already come out of the drop pod with the door, like the door here, flopped here. See that, turn it to the camera like that. Might work. I mean, the other option is oops, dropped it. The other option is the drop pod door here blasted off. That there like this. Drop pod door propped up like that. Still can't quite decide. I feel like I need to print those drop pod bolts. I can print some, modify it, and yeah, I don't know. Otherwise, I'm printing a new door and a new strut here. Actually, let me look at the thing again. Pull up Fusion real quick. So that registers in like that. So what I can do is modify that. See, unfortunately, I had these. These were all individuals, and they were cut out, so I could just place them in there like that. I should have kept it that way. How can I separate? Oh, maybe features? Split body. No. Create. Mirror. Can I mirror? Select feature. Select object. No, that's not gonna do it. Okay, body. That'll at least give me the bolts. Anyway, I'll figure out something, I guess. If I can go back in the timeline. The body. I don't know if I can go back into the timeline. Undo everything. That would be a pain in my neck to redo everything. Alright. So this right here. Okay. And then the back wall kind of clips around this like so. Not quite. It popped out of the strut up at the top. There we go. Pop the... What are you doing? Come on. There we go. A nice click noise. Oops. Okay. Okay. There's that. And the other option, I guess, would have been the explosive bolts on the outside. That actually might have been a better option. Okay, so there's that. It's clipped in there. And then this is supposed to clip. There we go. Perfect. So there's the full drop pod put together. This little, well, I forgot these things again, but they don't fit in there. And then the guidance fins, or whatever the heck they're called. Looks like an under extrusion on that, actually. Yeah. I think having some type of registration to register the front to pop in, click in to place is important, because the side strut now has just come undone again from the top. Take that out. Yeah, I may extend the strut out a little further. Crap, because that's annoying. you don't want to glue this together like that. Ah, why is it doing this? Okay, that's there like that. Okay, probably because the strut is a bit too far low. Brr. Come on. What if, okay, that's there like that. So those would get glued in anyway to the door or to the wall. This goes on top like so. Clicks in there, in there. Now, I sanded this and it was very tight earlier, and that's probably what my problem is now. Because I sanded it, it's a little looser, and so it's popping out. And then this is a little taller than what it was because I removed plastic there. Okay, that's good. That's perfect. So the door would go there. And try not to shift this here, but this is where one of those goes. And this other one. I mean, I know you guys get the idea, but this is like putting together a Lego kit that doesn't want to stick together. One of my first kits was like that. Okay. Okay. The leg. Come on. Don't shift anything. Perfect. Done. Stationary. Add ST for scale. It's just the AMT Ertl add ST. Kind of dumb. Not accurate at all. But I figured since it's not got the opening and not got the flaps on it, I guess I could get some. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do is I'll cut this out a little and then use some plastic card or something on there. At least get that looking a little bit more accurate. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy this if you're watching this, and I will